I'm Leroy Thomas.
I'm Gaynelle Thomas. I'm a wife, mother of 4, grandmother of 14, great-grandmother of 15, and we've lived in Vitalis how long?
Since 1960.
We came here to go to school, but we liked it so much we just stayed.
When we came here to go to school, I went to Arch and preached there for about 3 years. And then we bought the print shop in 1970 from the Plexicos, and we've owned it ever since. It's been in our family, and we've kept it going, and we're still going. I quit ministering at Causey after about 47 years.
And that's when we came here to start going to Central about 5 years ago.
Our roots go way back in Central Christian. 2 of our children attended here as youngsters, and I think we borrowed the building, the Central building, for at least one wedding, maybe 2. One of our children got married here, maybe 2 of them. But I think about the thing that really impressed me about Central Christian was when Kenneth Broad came and asked me to come and lead singing for a special event here at Central Christian. Number one, I'm not that good a singer. Number 2, we didn't go to church here, so. But it impressed me that he'd reach out and bring someone in from a different church to be a part of y'all's group.
I think we both understand that the love and acceptance that Central Christian gives everyone, not just us, but those we've seen that happen through many years, that it's a very accepting and loving church, and we've enjoyed that part of it. We actually met at youth group. It was basically not youth group, it was the youth that were helping out with Vacation Bible School, and that's how we actually met. So it's been church all of our life. Forever.
Oh, man, that's such a long time ago. I should say we courted for a little while.
It was more of a group situation that we were all in the group together and everything. We never did single out until, I guess, just before we got out of high school.
She lived on a dirt street, and I had an old car that was about the only one that would drive up and down that dirt street, so I could go and get her, and we could go riding around.
I know the pastor here has lots of talents that he shares them with everyone, but I would suggest that you didn't hire him to do your yard, mow your yard, because we had him mow our yard once and he ran over his foot with the lawnmower. So he doesn't have that skill. He doesn't have a lot of other skills, but not that.
Central Christian has a dynamic that not very many churches have. It's a warm and open, and when I say open, I mean people are welcome at Central Christian, and I don't know how else to say it, but it's just a very, very comfortable place to come to worship God.
I just think the body of Christ gives us a family of a certain type of family that they care for each other and do for each other that you don't find that in the outside world, and I cherish that myself. I think a Bible verse that's always meant a lot to me to start with, but in our day and time, I think it's especially valuable to remember is Ephesians 4:32 that says, "Be ye kind, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God has forgiven you through Christ. I think we need to be more forgiving to our fellow man, and definitely need to be more kind than our world is today.
I was impressed when we started the series in Romans 12. Don't be conformed to the world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. I've preached all of my life that this world is not our home. We're just passing through, and I still believe that. I believe that we have a home in heaven that we're going to go to one of these days.
Well, for myself, it's when I had surgeries, and I think the loving kindness that I received from the body of Christ, and that's not just here at Central, but in all over. The prayers that were said in my behalf is what I think got me through. It wasn't, they didn't do anything to help me physically, but they did pray for me that see if God could help me through, and He did. He answered prayers, mine and theirs both.
Communion has always been a very special time for us. The breaking of the bread, the cup. I believe that the people that stood at the foot of the cross would never, ever forget that day. But then, as time went on and time goes on, we tend to be forgetful. And I think that's the reason Jesus set communion for us, so that we would remember. Do this in remembrance of me, he said.
We are central, and we're in this together.